Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Canon for the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. I was just watching my brother's voice of the voice of reason. Yeah, it's back in full effect, man. I mean, look out for that. 3 p.m. UK time. Just been, I know I edit it. I do all the editing, but I just kind of look at it. Oh my goodness, Ralph. Oh, guns blazing. God, dairy me. Oh, it's so brazen. But anyway, we've got 3 segmented live news segments coming right back at you here on a Tuesday morning show over here. Oh my goodness, what is going on, Arsenal? What's going on? Some players leaving? I won't believe it until I see it. I ain't gonna believe it until I see it, man. We've still got what 1 week. Yeah, this time next week will be the last day of the transfer window, the silly season. I can't wait. I'm burnt out, not fired up. It's been a long, hard slog, people. But anyway, as usual, we'll get into this one on the other side of this music intro. Ah, my goodness. Yeah, the voice of reason, man. The voice of reason. Oh. Anyway, guys, welcome back to Canon for the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yes, yes, yes. What can I say? Apart from, guys, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe. We've surpassed 14,000 subscribers. That's all down to not you guys, not us. It's been down to each and every one of you. You are not, notching on your McDonald's, or you drinking your cup of tea, or you working. You're working. You shouldn't be careful. Don't let the boss catch you watching Canon for your TV at work. Don't want you to leave your. Actually, we don't want you to lose your job. So be very, very careful. Very, very careful. Anyway, like I says, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe. Be part of the community because we don't want you to miss out. All right, shall we get into it? I think we should. I think we should. So the first news segment, this news here just won't go away, people. It won't go away. Aubameyang. What's going on with Aubameyang? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But anyway, this report says, if I can get it, oh my goodness. Where is it? All right, it says, yeah, this rumor just won't go away. According to the Telegraph, Arsenal are open to offers for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Again, nah. The Gabonese forward is undoubtedly a top talent after all. He's a one-time Golden Boot winner. But over the past 18 months, he's been slightly off the ball. Slightly. Let's put it mildly, to be honest. Indeed, Aubameyang scored just 10 Premier League goals last season. And at the age of 32, this report is saying it's hard to see him picking up on and hitting another gear. There's a reason Paul Merson called him frustrating last season. That's because his performances have just dipped off. However, he's still a dangerous player on his day. After all, Martin Odegaard did call him one of the fastest players in the team last season. Unfortunately, the Telegraph led to believe that the Gunners may struggle to shift the striker due to his mammoth wages. And I was thinking, well, yeah. I mean, it's something we've been talking about, for the longest time. We know, his form has just kind of, just nosedived. Listen, don't get me wrong. I know that there are mitigating circumstances, but he is on a lot of money. His wages is astronomical, and with that comes with a high sense or level of responsibility. Yeah, and again, life happens to each and every one of us, but football is a cold, hard game and sport and a business. And so, if you're not able to do it or maintain a level, then better off get somebody else who can actually come in and do a job, equal your job, or maybe do the job better. That is what happens in the workforce. Yeah, man. People who are not able to maintain that level, then the employers will say, all right, okay, do the supervision, we'll speak to you, find out what are the underlying problems, and probably look to shift you on. That is just the way it goes. And football is no different from that. The only big difference is footballers get a humongous amount of money. And this chap here, the captain, your captain, the talisman, your talisman is on a lot of money. And there's nobody, you can't just sugarcoat it and say, oh, but yeah, it happened. That was last season. The pre-season, he's not scored a goal. Came off the bench against Chelsea, looked just, I don't know, man. Yeah, and actually I thought towards the end of the report, I thought that they were looking at certain players just get off because of the wage bill. I was thinking, well, he's not the only one, because if that were true, what about Willian? Hello? What, Willian? What, Willian as well? He's been identified as getting off the wage bill. Really? Okay, all right. So William is also been identified and looking like they want to get him out. Oh my goodness! Well, I couldn't find the right thumbnail, so we'll do with this one anyway. Yes, Smith Rowe William fitness. Not so much about his fitness, but this report here, it says William. The Corinthians in talks of Arsenal over transfer of the Brazilian forward. Willian, or the W man as we call him on Cannon 4 TV, has struggled to make an impact at Arsenal since joining from Chelsea last year. North London club prepared to let the Brazilian forward leave to get his wage off the books. Yeah. Anyway, midfield Lucas Torreira, he's close to joining Fiorentina, and Crystal Palace interested in Eddie Nketiah. But the discussion mainly will focus on Willian. Yeah, Corinthians are in communication with Arsenal. Arsenal are prepared to let the forward leave in order to get his wages off the club's books. There remains work to be done to conclude a deal, but it is understood all parties are hopeful an agreement can be finalised before the transfer deadline. Again, this time next week. This time next week is it. The 33-year-old we know has struggled to make an impact at the Emirates after making his move from Chelsea to I was thinking Southwest London. Yeah, Southwest London to North London. Willian could be one of a number of players to depart the club before the window shuts, and I'm hoping, yes, please, 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 please. Let it happen. Please. Can somebody will it to happen, please? I can't wait to get Willian off the books. He shouldn't have even been on the books. Let him find his way. Let him fend for himself. But no, what happened? The Brazilian connection. You remember David Luiz and the Gabriel Magalhães? Yeah, did the video together. I was thinking, what? David Luiz, are you the agent now? Are you the agent for, Mr. Willian, the W man? Anyway. And the last bit of news, again, guys, it's all transfer tidbits, on this morning show over here in Cannon 4 TV. Who else do we have? We have, this one is really, really interesting. Really, really interesting. Again, look at this person, familiar face. And even, he's not wearing an armband. Is he wearing an armband even in this photo? No, he isn't. He shouldn't be anyway. This one's a bit weird, man, to say the least. Granit Xhaka never wanted to leave Arsenal despite Roma links. Agent. Dun, dun, dun. Swiss international Granit Xhaka had been expected to leave Arsenal. I expected him to leave Arsenal this summer in order to link up with Maureen at Serie club AS Roma. However, talks fell through between Arsenal and the Italian side, and he has since signed a new deal. That went under the radar, didn't it? These sly so-and-sos. PR Monsieur, they just ramp up the stuff about, we've got a 7th kit coming out. Oh, by the way, look at the players at London Colney training. They're trying their hardest. But in this stuff here, Granit Xhaka, did you guys not notice? It got promoted. It was there. He signed the contract. Anyway, his agent has denied the player ever wanted to leave. However, stories this week have suggested that the player regrets the move not going through, but his agent has denied the player feels that way. And the person making such claims is not authorized to do so. These quotes completely false. Shaka's agent, Jose Noriega, said the person has no connection to the management of Granit Xhaka and is not the agent of Granit. It is true that we were speaking with Roma this summer. Yeah, lie. See, yeah. Why would you be speaking to them? But Granit has repeatedly said that he is happy at Arsenal, and the truth is that he always wanted to stay at the club. Lies, truth, lie. You remember the part where he was saying, Arsenal, it's nice over here in Roma. Arsenal knows what I want. They know what they need to do. He wanted to leave. So don't try and sugarcoat it. Yeah, he wanted to leave. The problem was, Edu and Arteta did not want him to leave. So what was it? Just add a few more zeros on your contract. How would you feel about that, Granit? And we'll make you captain as well. How would you like that? Oh yeah. I'll be happy with that. You say a few more zeros on my contract? Yeah. We did it for you. Okay. You say captain as well? Yeah. Well, we said that as well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll sign the contract. I will sign the thing there. Not the thing. The thing. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So those have been the 3 segmented live news. Done it in like just in space of 12 minutes. Yeah, Aubameyang, man. Again, the report. Again, those rumors just won't go away, man. They won't go away. Is he going? Want to get him off the wage bill? I mean, if that was true, you know, William. Oh yeah, William. Sorry, I forgot William. They too want to get him off the wage bill as well. Yeah, 2 players, man. 2 players. And last but not least, yeah, a full house. A full house of 3. Yeah, the A man, the W man, and the X man. God, my goodness. You know what? Let me get back to watching The Voice of Reason. Let me get back to watching The Voice of Reason. I've got more jokes in that than I have for the last like 10 minutes, man. Anyway, guys. Anyway, so again, that's been the 3 segments of the live news on Cannon 4 TV. We've got 1 more week to go. 1 more week to go. Tomorrow we're playing against WBA, and I don't mean like the belt boxing, the World Boxing Authority. Was it World Boxing Authority? I can't remember what WBA stood for, but yeah, West Bromwich Albion, Carabao Cup tomorrow. Am I going to be doing like a pre-match video? Nah. Am I going to be doing a post-game reaction? No, I won't. That's not going to happen, people. That's not going to happen. But what you will see me doing is the Wednesday morning show. That is all I'm going to do. Don't ask me about any predictions. Don't ask me about the formations. Don't ask me any of those questions there, because I won't be answering it. But anyway, you know what we're going to do? What we're going to do? We'll take a break. Let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll be going into the live chat for the first time and see who has joined us. I've seen a couple of people saying, "Oh, I'm waiting. Where's Alex?" I was like 5 minutes late because I was watching, The Voice of Reason. The Voice of Reason. Watch out for my brother's segment, The Voice of Reason. I was thinking, oh my goodness. 3 p.m. UK time. You know what? We'll see you just in a few minutes. The voice of reason, man. The voice of reason. God, Terry, me. Again, check out my brother's segment, The Voice of Reason. 3 p.m. UK time. GMTV time. GMTV? GMT time. Greenwich Mean Time. UK time. If you're not sure, just check out Google. I'm sure they've got a clock on there. All right, let's go into the live chat for the first time this morning. And what will be Peter? What's this stuff about at 10:40 a.m. Waiting. I'm waiting. Here, waiting. Anyway, I hope you're well. Hope you're well. However, I wish Mikel Arteta and Edu leaves before this live begins. I can't see Arsenal sacking Arteta anytime soon. He said he's got the backing of the club, the backing of the board. What more does he need? 7 new players. He needs 7 new players. That's what more he needs. 7 new players. But yeah. North Bank Ivory, good morning. Says, I have heard Edu is really not the problem. Arteta is an issue at the club. He needs to go and take Willian and hate to believe with him. Arteta lacks man management. If you can't do that, you can't be a manager. They go hand in hand, don't they? To manage, yeah. Pap, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. Actor, good morning. It's a good day. We were supposed to chase Antonio or Lautaro, Bissouma or Wa. We could be better now. We could have been better, but we have to deal with the here and now. What to do with the here and now? And all this talk again. I've seen the. I don't know, man. Arsenal seriously looking to sell Aubameyang. You know, just after the guy signed the thing. You remember the promo video when he was like seen walking around the Emirates, sat in the changing rooms. Those words, "I want to be a legend." I don't know, man. Paid him a lot of money. Paid him a lot of money. Good morning, Alex. Says the assembled. Good morning to you. Arsenal, the retirement club with a fat pension. Whatever the money they're paying, give some money to me, man. Give some money to me. Up and running, says Kwame from Jamdown, Jamaica. What, brother? I've heard that Josh has given him 5 games. Is it true or rumors? Have you heard anything like this, Alex? I haven't heard anything like that. I think maybe it's just a rumor mill, just like doing its wheelie dealings. I just don't see it like that. I just don't see it like, because what happens is, if he wins the next 5 games, okay, so that takes us like to 7 Premier League games. And then towards the end of the season, he loses 4 to 5 games or 3 games. I just don't see it as simple as that. We're going to give him 5 games. Things will pick up. What happens in the next 5 games? He beats Man City. I mean, I don't have the fixture list here. Can I put up the fixture list? Let's have a look. So fixture 2. Okay, here we go. I didn't actualize what's going on there. Yeah, I just don't see it as that. You know, we'll give him 3 games. Things will pick up. Or we'll give him 5 games. So, right, okay. So, again, like I said, you know, he wins 5 games, but then he loses 3. What happens then? What happens then? So, here's the fixture list. Let me make it a little bit bigger for everyone to see. So, we... Where are we? Okay. Right. So, August 28th, away to Man City. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll take him to the Brighton game, away to Brighton. And again, I don't see it as simple as that. You know, I'm not going to go back to my old ways of trying to identify games where I believe Arsenal should get 3 points, or I think we'll get a draw, or I think we're going to lose. I'm not going to be reverting to that. What I am saying is that I just don't see it as simple as that. We'll give him 5 games for things to pick up. If they don't, then we're going to sack him. I just don't see it as simple as that. I don't see it that way. But 5 games will take him right up into the Brighton game. Well, let's see if you include the game on Wednesday. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, it doesn't. It takes them to the Crystal Palace game, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I got it wrong. My maths. Yeah. So Brighton, October the 2nd. Yeah, I don't see it like that, man. I don't see it, as easy or as simple as that. I don't. But I don't know. You guys can come in live chat and tell. What do you think? I mean, I've not seen anything like that. The assembled. I haven't seen. I think it's possibly just rumors. It's just rumors. I'm sure a lot of you probably like to give him maybe one game, and irrespective of that one game, you guys want him out. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not saying anything. We don't look like we're going to win any game presently. Yes, yeah. I see just one win in those 5 games. I have never been like this as an Arsenal fan before. We should not be thinking like this. Yeah, I mean, last month, actually before the window, I think maybe it must have been like one after the last game of the season. I declared, I said it, with James Ryan Hotel, that I just feel I just become disconnected from Arsenal for all their ills. The manager, the players who are just having a laugh and a joke, just here to earn a quick buck. I'm thinking I haven't invested so much time. Disconnected. I have not felt like that since supporting Arsenal, since 1976. Not long. Haven't been supporting Arsenal long, just since 1976. So I've seen a lot of bad times, some really bad times. And I'm thinking it's going to be a cold winter, man. It's going to be a cold winter. But yeah. Whoops, what have I done? Sell, sell, sell. This is the season to start over 2 for 4. If you buy Auba, you get William. Buy one, get one free. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Not so much sell, sell, sell. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Again, before the transfer window, I said it. I said it would be lucky if Arsenal were to sell 2 players. Haven't sold any players from the first squad yet. Wouldn't it be ironic that he lost to Vieira? I'll take it as a rumor, as cannon fodder is normally on the ball. Well, I'll give it a cannonball. Wow. Whew. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Actions speak louder than words, no action. Yeah, yeah. I ain't going to believe until I see the player done holding up the jersey of the team, wherever the club they've gone to. Nah, nah, nah. And I always say, literally with all the stuff that I read, 99.9% of the time, I say in the video, not more than 2 minutes long, I don't believe it, it's not going to happen, it's out. It's out Auba. I don't understand what you mean. Can leave. But why do we sell on the cheap? He can't go on like some 23 minutes. No. For me, I prefer, like I said before, I'm willing to take the big hits. If it means at the lowest point where we have to buy the player's contract, then do it to Arsenal. Just to close the chapter so we can start afresh. If it means we have to take whatever money that the club that we're trying to sell the player to is willing to pay for the player, take the money. £23 million to me doesn't sound too bad. For a 32-year-old, I'll take that hit. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Kareem says Arteta is the mature enough. Well, I'm not sure what you mean. Spend £129 million and buy players without improving on the team. It's incredible. Seriously, why we can't sell any players from the first team? Nobody want them, or you price them out of the market. Probably a bit of both. Probably a bit of both. But again, that's why I said The club can do it. The club can move on these players. We know a lot of the clubs during the pandemic, and like it seemed like we're almost coming out. I think of the the worst situation in living memory, the pandemic. A lot of people are losing their lives. A lot of clubs don't have a lot of money, so whatever money they're willing to pay, just get them off the wage bill. Get them off the wage bill and off the books. There's always a solution. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I just question the willpower of the guys, the eggheads at Arsenal. I mean, we just spoke about Xhaka. Xhaka is from willing to pay us £12 million for Xhaka. Just get him off the bill. Get him away. There hasn't been a fanfare for the Odegaards. Nah. And it's funny because there's a couple of videos that I've done assembled. I remember doing the Ben White before, during, after he signed, and the views people were not interested. Weren't interested. Odegaard's slightly different. I see slightly improvement on the interest that people have, but not a lot. Like I said, no fanfare. I saw snippets of him at the Emirates, like came out before being interviewed. He got an arousing ovation there, but yeah, man, yeah. Arteta picking order can even tell you that he is not good for Arsenal. I think I think I've already done it. I've done it already. I was going to say about the game for tomorrow, the Carabao Cup, League Cup. And I think we did put out a poll, and the poll was prediction for the game. Let's have a look here. Did we do it? I think we did. Yes, we did. Yeah. So just 14 hours ago, we put up the poll. Arsenal versus West Bromwich Albion. Choose only one. So again, win, lose, or draw. And out of 925 votes, again, guys, you are absolutely awesome. A draw, you guys, 7% of the subscribers think it's going to be a draw. 31% of you think it's going to be a win for West Bromwich Albion, and 62% of you think it's going to be an Arsenal win. I mean, I tell you what, the win for West Bromwich Albion is quite high. It's quite close. 31% of you lost the faith, man, in Arsenal, believing that it's going to be a win for West Bromwich Albion, WBA, yeah, World Boxing Authority. Probably needs to start, picking a different sport I'm going to follow, man. But yeah, yeah, okay. Let me just quickly just stop this one. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I think what we'll do, quickly to review the news of today. Don't ask no. When you're on your lunch break, we'll talk. Okay. That's I'm done with Arsenal. You're not done with Arsenal. You're not done with Arsenal because, like you said, Arteta out. What happens now if they get Antonio Conte? Are you still going to be, done with Arsenal? I don't think so. So you're not done with Arsenal, man. No, that's not happening, man. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. If Arsenal lose tomorrow, Arteta will be under so much pressure he won't be able to press. You know what? I feel for him. I feel sorry for him because he's in a situation where he's now grasping at excuses. Because you've got to think, it's been the same for all the other clubs. All the other clubs that play in the Premier League. They've had to face players, been out of COVID, winning, losing, drawing over the last 18 months. You create the situation. You don't let the situation control you. If you're looking for that result, go out and create a situation or an environment to get that result. Stop making excuses, Arteta. Don't make excuses. Because All the clubs have to play under the same conditions. All the other clubs. There's no exceptions. So don't say, oh, well, you know what? Oh, yeah, I don't have nothing. Missing 7 players. Missing 7 players. Yeah, but even if they were playing Arteta, we still would not have beaten up Chelsea. Chelsea, Tuchel has done wonders with Chelsea. I was watching Sky Sports yesterday with Graham Souness, Keane, and Sol Campbell, and they were saying, the thing is, you look at the Arsenal squad, and it looks like this squad is waiting for somebody else, another manager to come in and just change things up. I was thinking, I think that just might be right. You know, I think he's just taken Arsenal as far as he can. But he's in this, he put himself in a situation. He put himself in a situation because he put his name up to be the manager. So you put your head, you know, above the precipice. Of course, what's going to happen? The moment we start to lose games, you know what's going to happen. The fan base now, Arsenal have now shifted into modern football. Modern day football, managers don't get time. Apart from, you know, Pep Guardiola or Jurgen Klopp or Brendan Rodgers to a certain extent. I mean, there are exceptions, but you've got to be delivering the goods. You've got to have a proper plan, and you've got to be delivering the goods. And that's where, yeah, Jurgen Klopp, yeah, you think, okay, well, with Liverpool, you know, they took a punt on him, and they came over from Germany and did the bits and pieces, but they gave him time because I think they could see the plan. Arteta is still a plan in progress. And like I said before, I've been saying young players. I want to see the young players. And I've seen the young players now, but like I said, you cannot put the young players in without having a plan. What is the plan of action? And my brother says in his Voice of Reason segment, which will become live again, 3 p.m. UK time, that the basics, have the basics nailed down. I joked about it last year, Willian. You just see William just walking. I said, William, you got to learn to run. You have to learn to run. So if you're saying, don't give the opposition space, you've got to close them down, which means you've got to run, then focus on that. But no, on Chelsea's game, we gave them so much space and time to be on the ball, to pick and choose where they wanted to pass the ball. And then in that, you see Mikel Arteta shouting at the players, which tells me that there's a few things not right. Did you not prepare them properly? That maybe the plan is not good enough. But all these excuses. Again, I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon about, oh, now, you know what, Arteta out, join Arsenal. Arteta, we've got to get him out. Because I'm remaining consistent. I don't like to see managers get sacked. The players don't perform. Who gets it in the neck? It's the manager, not the players. I didn't want Unai Emery to get sacked. And people laughed at me. Said, oh, no, he's got to go. What are you talking about, Alex? I said, well, but football is like that. Win, lose, or draw, you have to be able to accept all the outcomes there. And from a defeat, we learn lessons from defeat, not from winning. The lesson is in the defeat. What we didn't do, you know, how we've done it. The lessons are in the defeat, not when you're, you know, it's a sunny day, it's shining, you know, we're walking out in the Emirates. The lessons are learned when you are in the trenches, when you lose, when players go missing. That is where you learn the lesson. Some people don't learn the lesson. It's there, oh my goodness, smack me in the face. The lesson's right there. But by then it's too late. What's holding me back? Oh, you know what? I just couldn't admit to myself that I made mistakes. I couldn't humble myself. And what happens? Yeah, you know, actually, you know, the club has sold me now. I've gone to another club. Oh my goodness, you know, looking at how Arsenal treated me, I just couldn't see. I couldn't see that. And that's from a player's, you know, perspective. What about the manager? managing at one of the biggest clubs in the country, cannot humble himself. I gave the example about Kevin Keegan, the only England manager to abdicate. All power to him. And it's not so much you're asking for help because it shows that you're weak. Ask for help to show that you need help to become strong. Asking for help doesn't show that you're weak. It shows that you've identified your weaknesses and you want to bridge your weakness, whether it's to bring in some more ex-players or actually say, you know what, okay, I need a strong number two. I need to listen. Oh my goodness. Yeah, what I say, pride comes before the fall. No, no. Lessons are learned in defeat, not in triumph. No, don't get it twisted, people. Again, lessons are learned in defeat. You find the deficiencies, all the problems, all the players that really don't need to be at Arsenal. In defeat, not in triumph. Kennedy, good morning. The reason why our team not doing well is Arsenal fans, we are not united compared to other teams. It's time to get lead of Arteta. Oh, get rid of Arteta out before we get relegated from Premier League. Arteta out, please. Well, Kennedy. I would say this. Arsenal have not hit rock bottom. We're not there yet. We are not rock bottom. Now, whatever you think rock bottom means to you, whether it means, you know what, eventually Arsenal sells Aubameyang, because I know a lot of you love Aubameyang, and that's fine. That's fine. You take your money, you pick your pick, because I still love today Liam Brady. He was my hero. But what I realized as a youngster, that players will come and players will go. That is just the way. No one can stay at Arsenal forever. Forever is a long time. And I'm counting. But Arsenal have not reached rock bottom. And if it means Arsenal needs to get relegated and Kroenke is the first owner to take us down, then so be it. I don't want it for Arsenal. Don't get me wrong. I do not want Arsenal to get relegated. But I want to see a severe change in culture at Arsenal. Severe change. I spoke about the ethos. The ethos has been lost in translation. So we have not hit rock bottom just yet, Kennedy. Not yet. Sunday says there is a bit of confusion in Arsenal buying, even though I still have hope for the future. Westbrook should be confident in getting a positive results. Yes. How do you know if a coach can coach Mr. Cannon? Well, it's funny. I had this debate with guys on the channel last year. An ex-Arsenal player doesn't always make a good manager. Doesn't always work. Just because they were a really good defender, like Tony Adams, or a really good midfielder like Patrick Vieira, or like an attacker or striker like Thierry Henry, does Bergkamp, doesn't necessarily mean that they'll make a good coach. You saw what happened to Tony Adams. He went to, was it not Santander? I can't remember the Spanish club he went to now. Granada. Didn't happen for him, did it? Thierry Henry went to Monaco. Didn't happen for him, did it? And now we're seeing this guy here, Mikel Arteta, ex-Arsenal player, not learning his trade at the lower leagues, but coming straight in at the top. Straight in at the top. What about all the other, people who have earned their badges, earned their trade, gone to the lower leagues? And literally, I don't mean a slight on the lower league clubs there, but you've got to start from the bottom and work your way up, not the other way around. But yeah, how do you know if a coach can coach? A coach can coach when they have been down in the dumps, when they've worked their way up and earned their stripes, as we say, The stripe shows you that you've gone through all that process, through the good times and the bad times, and then you have arrived here and you've got a history to tell. You can tell a history. You know, the players can say, "Oh, right, well, you know, this manager knows what he's talking about because he's earned his stripes. He was down in the dumps, managing a non-league club, with on a small budget shoestring budget. He's earned his stripes." Agaba Brucey says Arteta is first coach leaving manager due to 21-20 in the Premier League. The key problem Arteta has is he's too smart for his own good. He's too smart for his own good. Again, it's a trait I see in Pep Guardiola, just trying to be too smart for his own good. Did he play like a false nine, didn't he, in the Champions League final? What's all that about, man? What's all that about? Educate me. Educate me. We need Conte to take us to the promised land. Dear, how long time are we going to give Arteta? Please, time to go home. Take us to the promised land. Oh, you better get down on your knees, man, and pray for that, man. Arteta has got no vision for the club and plans. Experience matters. I think he has a vision, but his vision is distorted. It's distorted by his character traits. That's why I think the problem lies there. We all have a plan and a vision, but with that, you've got to humble yourself and realize I can't do it on my own. No one can be successful on their own. You need to have, the input of other people, the support of other people. It doesn't matter whether you're a CEO or director or manager, whatever. You cannot do it on your own. Alex, do you think Arteta is making the young players look bad with no tactics? Well, yes. No, it's not with no tactics. He's got tactics, but the tactics clearly are not working. The system is too rigid. Whether it's a 4-4-2 or 4-5-3-1 or 4-3, whatever the formation is, to me it just seems too rigid. Where you got players they can't express themselves. They're not able to express themselves because of the system. And then you've got players who are not able to adapt to the system. Unai Emery was asking a lot of questions to the players he had at that time, asking them questions and proving to us that these players are not good enough to play for Arsenal. And then you had Freddie Ljungberg, who was, he was like caretaker manager for a short time. And he came out and said, you know what, the problem is there are a lot of players here who couldn't care less. And a lot of these players still remain here at Arsenal. They just couldn't care less. And so I'm looking at this from a perspective that if I was a youngster, my breakthrough season, I've made it through in the first team, and I'm watching this being played out, I'm thinking, what is going on here? I'm looking for positive role models. I'm looking for someone to say, you know what? This is Arsenal, right? We're playing at home. This is the fortress. We expect you to give 110%, and we don't expect anything less. Have you not seen the 89 documentary? Not seen the 89 documentary? Arsenal going to Anfield and having to win by 2 clear points to win the league. And Lee Dixon said, he's getting ready, the general, putting on his shorts and everything else, and he's noticed some of the players in the corner are looking at him and thinking, what's wrong? Have I got snot or bogey in my nose? What's wrong? What's wrong? Only for them to hold him up against the wall and say, look, you're a Northerner. You don't understand what it means to be here. North London derby, this is what it means to be at Arsenal. All right? Everyone gives 100%. That DNA has gone. Who's holding up the players now against the wall and saying, right, you're new here, you're a youngster. You don't really understand what it means to be at Arsenal, play for Arsenal. This is what we do here. No, who's doing that? No one is doing that. It's all nicey, lemon squeezy. We're okay. We're a family. We're here just earning, a quick buck. We're okay. we're going to be all right because, the owner doesn't really care. The manager, he's inexperienced. What does he know? You might have won like a couple of FA Cups. It doesn't really matter. The experienced players, they're not putting in a shift. That's how I'm okay. I'm all right. I found a stat that shows us that we are the worst team in closing down our opponents. I've known it for the longest time. Again, the basics. The basics. I saw like a screenshot someone put on Twitter. The passage of play leading up to the first goal. Saka was, I don't know, he was disconnected, facing the wrong way. I can't remember the guy who was on the right hand side. Was it Reece James? No communication. Was the ball played through the lines? A massive, big. I mean, you could have fit maybe 5 elephants through that gap there. Played into Lukaku. No communication there. Nothing. The basics. Close them down. Do not give them space. The basics. If you have no plan to run in the morning game, leave football, leave football alone. I joked about it last year, man, with Willie. I was thinking, Willie, people love that. Alex, man, say it again, man. Say it loud, man. Yeah, Willie. You got to learn to run, man. Run! If you don't want to learn to run, I'll show you how to run. Better still, the kids I work with, they will show you how to run. Out of his experience, coach, the manager, the club, he has no plans for now, yet alone tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's going to be a different kettle of fish tomorrow, man. Yeah, my goodness. I'll tell you, are you don't spam the live chats, please, Mohammed. Yeah, you said that already. Yeah, so I'll give you a warning. Don't spam the live chat. You've already said that in a previous comment there. What you consider a rock bottom? Well, for me, relegation. That's what I consider rock bottom. That is my definition of rock bottom. Again, the definition of rock bottom for Arsenal, it means different things for other people. For me, rock bottom means we are relegated. Relegated. Papaguna says, is there a good enough manager out there who is able to work with Edu and a board that's not football minded? Let's be straight. The problems at Arsenal are far more than Arteta. Papaguna, I have been saying the same thing. You're saying the same thing? I said the same thing. Yeah. Good morning, Barrow. Ian Barrow, good morning. Cannon Fire TV, I hope you're well. Yes, my brother, I hope you are well as well. Say hello to the missus from everyone on Cannon Fire TV, please, my friends. Drastic action needed to save Arsenal. Nothing is working at the moment. Total disappointment. And the word drastic, I said, the only people that can save Arsenal are the fans. Did you hear what I said? The only people that can save Arsenal from this are the fans. Protests? What protest? There was no protest. There was no protest. And the other podcaster, Arsenal Alex, went live. Actually, I was surprised because he did say, actually leading up to the week, that he wasn't going to be going to the protest, but only to do other bits and pieces. And I took a break from my chores in my house, and I said, "Oh, he's going live," and he said, "Where's the protest? I can't see the protest. I can see people lining up to go into the Emirates, but there's no protest there." The only people that can save Arsenal from this are the fans. Not any billionaire owner, no millionaire can save Arsenal from the clutches, the grasp of this situation here. Nah, Daniel Ek ain't going to do it. Nah, Aliko Dangote is not going to cut it. No, Richard Branson, no, so it's not going to happen. The fans. the fans can define Arsenal. That's where the answer lies. The fans are the only people that can save Arsenal. I'm not going to go any further than that. I've said what I had to say about that there. Drastic. Which teams are we sure enough that we can beat? According to our current performance, I wouldn't like to say. Who do you think Arsenal can beat? Giovanni, good morning. What are you talking about? No Arsenal fan would want our club to get relegated. Are you for real? Well, Giovanni, maybe you didn't listen to what I said. You haven't been listening. I said that I don't want Arsenal to get relegated. Did I not say that? You probably need to, probably clean up your ears or something. I said I don't want Arsenal to get relegated. But what I have said is that we've not reached rock bottom. My definition of rock bottom is Arsenal get relegated. So what are you talking about? I think you understand what you're talking about. I think Arteta is too soft with the team. Bring Conte. He's a no-nonsense manager. That's been the general consensus over the last how long? People have been mentioning Antonio Conte. Lennox Charles, good morning. You from Jamdown, somewhere in the Caribbean, brother. Morning. The best coach in the world could be available, but the mindset at the club needs to change. Lennox, you're spot on, brother. Spot on. Arsenal needs a severe change in culture, a severe cultural change. Again, how we do the recruitment, the buying, selling of players, coaching, scouting. The culture needs to be changed at Arsenal. The best solution to the whole situation is to sit back and watch how the Cronkies interpret the ethos. All the fan base can do and listen and learn. Yeah. Big dogs. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good morning. Arteta is done outright. Got the highest odds now. Alrighty. Okay. Thanks for that, big dogs. Hi, Alex. Identity and mentality must be sorted before any success will happen. Yeah, I spoke about this, because was it last week? I saw another podcast and they were saying the thing is with stats DNA, it tells you the stats in regards to the performance of the player. It doesn't measure the mentality of the player. And this is something I've said for the longest time. Doesn't matter where the report says the player has the capacity to take on 11 players. I said, that's good. But can the player perform when we are 1-0 down or 2-0 down inside 5 minutes? What kind of mentality does the player have there? Stat DNA doesn't measure that. But you're right. Yeah. Identity and mentality. Those have to be something high on the list when we are scouting players. What kind of mentality do they have? What are they thinking? What are they able to bring to the party? Yeah, when we are, like I said, when we're fighting with this club, whether it's a Man City or a Liverpool or a Brighton, we're 1-0 down. We've just lost a man, got a red card. What kind of attitude or mentality do these players have? How about Conte and Arsenal? Could be. Yeah, easy. Any chance for Arsenal to finish top 4? Faisal, no, won't happen. It won't happen. It's not going to happen. Where are we? Guys, thank you for the comments. And the viewing figures, I can see they're just over 100, 110 at any one time. Thank you for that. For Tuesday morning show, there was no much hype around the protest, and all the people that screamed Cronky out didn't turn up. This fan base is a disgrace. Big dogs as well. People put a comment out that people like shouting, about the chant about Tottenham. You hate Tottenham. Thinking, well, it's not about Tottenham. It should be about Cronky. And again, I saw Arsenal, Alex's footage. The queues of people queuing up to go inside the Emirates. No protest. There was no protest. Good morning, morning, Jared. This is a morning night. So I think the mistake the board made was promoting Arteta to manager base. It's funny to say that because that's what I heard this morning on a radio station. Remember, he came in as coach. He was initially put as coach, not manager. On the FA Cup win, his experience and technical naivety were outlined all of last season and this season. Yeah, lay bare for everyone to see, man. If Arteta loses tomorrow, he has to go blood. He has to go. I just don't see it as simple as that, man. And the rumours about, just Kroenke, they're going to give him 5 games to see if he improves. I just don't see it. I don't see it like that. Because, like I say, he wins the next 5 games. What happens if he loses, the other 5 games? Not so long ago, not long ago, Conte rejected Tottenham. Why would he accept Arsenal in the state we're in right now? He left a team of champions in Inter. Yeah, Inter who were not ambitious enough, innit? On the present course we are on, it looked like a relegation fight. He's on a relegation fight. Said a few days ago, if we carry on like this and our fans continue ignoring the incompetence, we'll be in the championship within 5 years. It happened with Newcastle, Leeds, Blackburn. Yeah, man. You know about who the next transfer to Ghana is? No, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't know who's the next player that Arsenal are allegedly going to be going after to buy. Jamaican, yes, from Jam Down. What's happening? I said it. What happened, brother? Fans on Edu Arteta on the board and K on Sun. Must go. The real problem is Edu on the board must go. All of them must go. They must go. Huh. I've been saying for the longest time. People were saying, "But Alex, it's not the owner. The owner's been given money. We've been receiving money." I think, right, okay. Well, you don't want to listen to me? Okay, fair enough. They have killed the passion for the club for many lifelong fans. The fans are useless. The modern fans are fickle and not as passionate as they once were. But you know what, Nerdscape? I think a lot of it's got to do with the fact, and I understand the frustration because the young fan base have not seen Arsenal win the Premier League. 17 years and running and counting. They've not seen success. They've seen, the odd FA Cup. And I don't mean to diminish what FA Cup means because that was the first cup I saw Arsenal win back in 1979, supporting Arsenal as a young boy. So I understand the frustration, but I think with social media, that's got a lot to answer to as well, man. Social media, and I say that as someone who forms part of social media. But with me, being a fan for almost coming to 50 odd years, I don't sugarcoat anything. But we don't use vulgar language. We have our ethos on Canal 42, but we don't, accept vulgar language. We don't accept people inciting racism or hatred or violence against players or anyone of the contributors on the channel or in a live chat. If you don't know that, you'll find out. But we don't sugarcoat things over here. I hold Arsenal to a very high standard. Only for the hope, the changing of the manager, the change of the philosophy, which has gotten us into the stage, 17 years and counting. But I always hold Arsenal to a very high standard. But you're right, the fan base, fickle, lacking the patience, not passionate. They are passionate, but for the wrong reasons. Passionate for the wrong reasons. But I understand the frustration because they've not seen Arsenal win the Premier League. Not seen Arsenal win anything in Europe. I'll tell you, them brother, they must go, man. Gerard, good afternoon to you. Says the team are not get results. No improvement for the players. Sack Arteta. And who's arrived late to the party? No, it's no Thomas Partey. Yeah, Ashley D. Hey up, Gooners. Yeah, turn up late. We must beat West Brom. We must, and we can beat West Brom. Arteta is too arrogant. No excuse for Arteta, as he must be sacked. Joshua says that we need that clown out of the club. The job is too big for him. Let him start in Championship or La Liga or get some experience that matches Arsenal. Arteta's clueless and lacking tactics. Excuse me. The Ebola TV says, coming Ugandans. The Championship was confirmed when we signed Ramsdale. Ramsdale hasn't played for us yet. What are you talking? Take anyone and Binaya with him as well. Let's get this straight. Josh owns the club now. He's the one that's here and he's in charge. Stands only in charge of the money he gives to the club and himself. There's someone said that he was at the game, the Chelsea game, was he? I saw Edu get abused, innit, by some guy. Someone was filming Edu, some fan abusing Edu. I was thinking, my goodness, man, not good, not good at all. Xhaka getting a new contract baffles me as well. Well, Nerdscape, there we all thinking, yeah, finally we're going to see Xhaka leaving Arsenal. He's going to be making his way, and be with Maureen at AS Roma. And only to hear from Arteta, no, Xhaka was always in our plans. He's like integral to what we have here. Really? Xhaka is an integral part of the squad. Did you not see what he did when we played against Crystal Palace? Did you not see that? No, the shirt and the armband. Arteta, did you not see that? I can send you the link with the video. Integral part. Welcome to all you lovely 85 follow. Listen. It was in the hundreds before you join. The numbers plummeted now, actually. Your frustrations by smashing that like button. As all newbies, be generous enough to subscribe. Thank you for that, Ashley. All right, so good afternoon. In my opinion, something is wrong with our executive management. Even if we get Conte, I see nothing coming. We've got to believe it first before we can see it. You think players are fighting for the coach? No, I think the players are fighting the coach. I think some of the players have down tools on Arteta. That's the way I'm seeing things being played out now. Kroenkes have got Arsenal locked down legally. Anything but official routes of objections are criminal acts. It makes me cry to see Arsenal in this. Tony, good afternoon to you. It makes me cry to see Arsenal in this state. Been a Gooner for 58 years, never been in this. But there was, I wasn't alive. I wasn't supporting Arsenal before 71. I started supporting Arsenal from 1976, 77. But we had bad times in the 70s. But yeah, you've seen a lot more than me, But Tony, man. Tony, before I finish on this one, come in and tell me, what do you think? What would you like to see Arsenal do to get us out of this situation? Don't say sack Arteta. Well, if you want to say that, but come in quickly before I wrap this one up and tell me, what do you think Arsenal needs to do to get us back where I think we should be? My son asked me why we must carry Arsenal on 17 years. Dear. Being at the supposed protest on Sunday, I've got the feeling it's not in our fans to take the right steps to create change. That's a funny lot of Arsenal. Fear to express and just moan. Yes. Yeah, you moan about it, complain about it, but you still go out and buy the merchandise, won't you? Won't you? This club was officially finished the day Wenger said fourth place was a trophy. And of course, the moment we left the old Ibis Stadium to compete with the big clubs, yeah, the Emirates, and like someone said, we were competing with them while we were at the Ibis Stadium. It was all about this. That's what it was about. Tony, what do you still go? How do you feel watching them now? Yeah, I feel sorry for Tony, man. 58 years, man. We are the only top club that never has been relegated, but I'm sorry, the way it's going, it could happen this season with that wannabe action man in charge as Ian. And that's what I'm saying, you know. Again, that is from my perspective of what it means to be, you know, hitting rock bottom. That if we are relegated, it's a possibility. It's a real possibility. But that's my definition of hitting rock bottom. Mab says Conte in. Yeah, there was a picture of Josh. All right, okay, yeah. Josh was at the game, yes, alrighty. Elton says, Arteta out, please. We need Conte to get respect back. All the way from South Africa. All right, nice one, Elton, for that. MAB Map says the fan didn't abuse him. He just asked what was going on. Nothing wrong. Oh, right. Okay. Well, I got it wrong because what someone sent me. Someone said that he was being abused. Oh, okay. How I wish Messiah comes to save this club. Who's the Messiah? Who is the Messiah? That's right. The fan was polite. Edu's wife wasn't. She gave him the middle finger, isn't it? We're getting so bad we'll probably get a 4-star team on FIFA 22. I haven't played FIFA in many years. Levan J, hi Alex, I hope you're a good bro. A long time not taking the stream, brother. Yes, brother, welcome back. But the players have fought for the badge before, but they're not doing it now. They're not doing it now. Joshua says, how dare we spend over £100 million on players not fit for the first 11? Then you ask me to trust the process? I've never said trust the process. I've never said that to you. Which process is this? Enough. We actually, the biggest spenders, blood. We are headed for the championship. Yeah. That's the way it's looking. Again, I can't see us winning against Man City. Can't see it. Can't see it, man. If Arsenal sign a right back and Basuma before the window closes, then it's a good window. Otherwise, no. So true, big dogs. Wenger started this mentality. He did. Arteta was getting some stick after the game. Yeah, I saw some footage of him being stuck in his car, and some guys was, well, yeah. Imagine also getting relegated. That would be unprecedented. Yes, I know. DMC's in the house. Watch out, guys. Hey, Alex and all the gooners. I have been a fan for 45 years. So roughly the same time as me. We'll die for the club after rather than sooner. Although, yeah. So we're probably in the same age bracket then, brother. Half the team needs to go. Oh, I'd do anything to get Conte in. Anything. I would like to see a change from the top to... See, this is what I've been saying, guys. See, Tony's been supporting Arsenal for 58 years. Yeah, you can't ignore that. I've been saying the same thing. From the top to the bottom is no heart in the club anymore. No fight. Just roll over. And for giving Xhaka a new contract after what he done to the Arsenal fans, no. I don't know, Tony. Is it a generational thing? I'm just thinking, is it a generational thing? Because I'm thinking like fans who have been supporting Arsenal for those years there. I mean, me, 40, 45, 46 years and counting. You, 58 years. We had the same things. You know, we need to change from the top of the club all the way down. So I'm thinking, is it a generational thing? We'll have to improve some 2 games and no own goals. Arsenal till I die. Genial King. Trust the process. Also heading to relegation. This is a real goal with this Big Dog says the away fans against City will be chanting, "Let's pretend we've scored a goal." At such celebration, or they'll start singing, "How?" Yeah, okay, all right, got it. Guys, I come to an end. On this one on the Tuesday morning show. Got to try and remain upbeat, don't we? The hope can be a killer. The hope can be a killer, but I, for one, I'm not going to let Arsenal, destroy the happiness. What happiness I have. Yeah, it's not going to happen. My well-being is more important than anything in the world, apart from my God. My God. Oh my God. But anyway, guys and girls, thank you for sticking with me for an hour and like 12 minutes on this Tuesday morning show. Look out for my brother's segment, The Voice of Reason. That segment's come up live 3 p.m. UK time. Yeah, my goodness, man. The hope can be a killer. It can be a killer. But thank you for joining me on this one. Like it says there, subscribe to Canon 40 TV. That's the least that you guys can actually do. Doesn't cost you anything unless you want to become a member. Yeah, become a member on Canon 40 TV. I haven't forgotten about that. Become a member on Canon 40 TV. See all the behind the scenes footage. What's that? Yeah. Yeah. So that's it. That's what remains for me to say my goodbyes. But before I say my goodbyes, there's a quick shout out to anyone who's looking for an opportunity to earn extra bit of cash, some money, earn some passive income. And again, this is not for everyone, because I know not everyone's looking for an opportunity. So this will fall on some ears, and those of you who are generally looking for an opportunity to earn extra money or look for extra passive income, I'm talking to you, okay? There is a way that you can earn this. And if you are the one who's listening to this and thinking, actually, yeah, Alex, I'm looking for an opportunity, I'm looking for passive income, you can send me an email. Send me an email, arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com. Again, this is not for everyone, because not everyone is thinking, no, I'm okay, I'm all right, Jack. But certain people, your mind has to be open like an umbrella. An umbrella only works when it's open. Your mind has to be open. But again, it doesn't, and it isn't for everyone. This opportunity isn't for everyone. It is an opportunity. But your mind has to be open, and you want to be looking and listening and hoping and praying for an opportunity like this. If you are that person, send me an email, arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com, and we'll talk. I will tell you the next step of what the opportunity entails, what it's all about. Okay, so that's done and dusted. And the next time you'll see me will be tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. So I have to think there, because I've got another project I'm working on tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, you will see me tomorrow. All right, guys. So thank you for joining me. Enjoy your afternoons or your mornings or your evenings, wherever you are in this world. And until then, I will see you tomorrow. And you have been listening to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. I have learned from the life I live that there are opportunities all around us if we will only just look and listen. With opportunities comes risk and rejection, yes, but imagine looking back and saying, I did that, rather than waiting until it was too late. If you want passive income and a sense of personal freedom, act now. This is not for everyone. Not everyone is looking. If you are that person, contact us now, arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com.